Hello friends, this is Andrea with Snow Cabin Crafts again. I'm coming at you from Long Beach for the 2026 Stampin' Up! OnStage convention. This is the night before the festivities start. I'm doing my unpacking and getting my swaps organized to share with people over the next few days. And I thought I would give you quick previews of the cards that I've made for swapping. Let's see, I'm an independent distributor, Stampin' Up! Manufacturer stamps, dies, embossing folders, amazing papers, all sorts of fantastic things for card making, paper crafting, scrapbooking, and so on. So these cards I'm featuring are some of the organized swaps that I'm doing, where a demonstrator or demonstrators work around a theme, get people to join their swaps, and we swap cards generally along a similar theme, although sometimes there is demonstrator choice where they give us the expectations, we're using new product, that sort of thing, and we come up with what we want to do. So this is my first swap that I'm doing in the morning, and this was a demonstrator choice. I had to make 20 of these, and this uses the Creative Haven stamps that make really cute tags, along with the Perennial Lavender DSP designer series paper, the perennial postage dies, which a lot of different sizes of this style of die, which are fabulous. Let's see, Sparkle Dot Essentials, a little hard to see here because this paper, the paper itself really makes a statement. Fresh Freesia, Petunia Pop, and Basic White cardstock, and Petunia Pop ink. And then on the inside I just used the leftover scrap to decorate it. A lot of people, and myself included, will add the paper, will add stamps, some people add die cuts in there. Sometimes you can add some of these, whoa, sorry for the camera, some of these gemstones and whatnot. The sky's the limit on what you can do. So that's my first swap happening, I think, about 9:15 in the morning. So I need to get through this and get myself to bed. This next one is a fun fold. And so the top flap opens up, slides out, and then you have room for a note or a gift card or something like that. And then it all slides back in. And this one uses the Nature Symphony bundle, the Spring Scenes dies, excuse me, Night of Navy, Balmy Blue, and Basic White cardstock, Secret Sea ink, the Nature Walk DSP, designer series paper, and the Garden Epoxy dots, which are both solid color and they have these nice little flowers in them. So again, a little fun fold. That's also happening in the morning. And then my second fun fold, I believe this is called Like a Dutch Door. The top flips open, the doors on the bottom open up. So there I've added both a scrap of DSP and I've stamped it. This was a fun card to make and it really wasn't that difficult. This one uses the Words of Beauty stamps, Scalloped Wishes dies. And actually this is the negative from one of the dies that I used on a different card. So one die cut, two cards. The Nature Walk and Brush with Beauty designer series paper. The Natural Matte dots, okay, these come in some neutral colors. Also used a blending brush to kind of shade this in. Night of Navy Crumb Cake and Basic White cardstock, and Early Espresso ink. And I think that that's everything that I used here. So just some really great papers and colors we have to work with. This one, the swap focused on the most recent releases in the online exclusives. So these come out a little earlier for the demonstrators and were just released a week or two ago to regular customers. What I did here on the background is, it looks like an embossing folder, but this is actually a die. So if you use the correct, what they call sandwich, with the plates in your cutting and embossing machine, you can turn a die cut into an embossing folder. So this uses the Springtime Scenes bundle and Forever Flowers dies. Again, I use those garden epoxy dots. There's the one with the little flower in it. Petunia Pop, Blackberry Bliss, and Berry Burst blends. And I just flicked the blends for that splatter effect. So I wasn't actually doing a whole lot of coloring and blending, but I used them to get just that splatter effect. And I did it on the inside as well. Did some splattering, and then I added the DSP to the inside. Keep knocking the camera. This ribbon, again, these are all the newest online exclusives. This is the Gray Granite Variegated Trim. Cardstock used is Petal Pink, Petunia Pop, and Basic White. And the inks, again, I used the blends and the regular ink for stamping. Among those, Petunia Pop, Blackberry Bliss, and Berry Burst inks. All right, those were online exclusives. And then my other online exclusive swap card. This is the Scalloped Wishes dies. So the negative on the one card came from here. And this also uses Forever Floral stamps, Delicate Dreams, Designer Series paper. Again, I use those natural matte dots. You can barely see them because they are very neutral. Crumb Cake, Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, and Basic White cardstock. And Versamark ink that I use to heat emboss this with the Metallic Copper Wow embossing folder, or sorry, with the Metallic Copper Wow embossing powder. And the Misty Moonlight Checkered Trim. Again, these are all online exclusives. This time I ran the DSP vertically down the side. All sorts of things that you can do with that. And that is it for the next selection, the cards that I'm swapping in the morning with the organized swaps. And I'm really looking forward to it. This is always such a great event. And again, this is with Stampin' Up, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, bye-bye.